In the land of Astraia, there lived a princess named Aurelia. Her name, meaning golden, suited her perfectly, for her heart shone as brightly as the sun. Aurelia was beloved by all, her laughter filled the air like a melody, and her compassion touched the hearts of everyone in the kingdom. Under her rule, Astraia flourished, and peace reigned for many years, but hidden in the distant, fog-shrouded mountains of Astraia, there lived a powerful enchantress named Selene, who had once been a guardian of the kingdom's magic. Many years ago, Selene had been an ally of the royal family, a wise and kind sorceress who protected Astraia from dark forces. However, a terrible betrayal had poisoned her heart. She had been abandoned by those she trusted, and in her bitterness, she vowed to plunge the kingdom into eternal night. She believed that only by extinguishing the light could she restore her power and take revenge on those who had wronged her. Selene's magic grew stronger each day, and soon a terrible storm descended upon Astraia. The sun was obscured, the land was plunged into an unnatural twilight, and the once vibrant kingdom began to wither. The people of Astraia were struck with fear and despair, unable to understand why their peaceful land had been cursed, but Aurelia, undaunted by the shadows that surrounded her, vowed to find a way to save her people. She knew that the only person who could break the curse was Selene, and so she embarked on a perilous journey to confront the powerful Enchantress. Aurelia's journey took her through enchanted forests, across vast deserts, and up towering mountains. Along the way, she was joined by a few loyal companions, Milo, a clever talking wolf with the ability to sense magic, and Lyra, a fierce but gentle healer who could mend even the deepest wounds. Together, they braved the treacherous landscapes that had been warped by Selene's magic. Despite the many dangers they faced, giant shadow serpents, dark fogs that twisted the mind, and traps laid by Selene's creatures, Aurelia's heart remained steadfast. Her belief in the goodness of others and her unshakable desire to bring light back to her kingdom drove her forward.
Finally, after many trials, Aurelia and her friends reached the enchanted mountain, where Selene's castle stood hidden among the clouds, its towers shrouded in mist. The air was thick with dark magic, and the path to the castle seemed to be alive, twisting and shifting as if it were trying to keep them out. Inside the castle, Aurelia found Selene standing alone in a great hall. The enchantress was cloaked in shadow, her eyes glowing with a cold, sorrowful light. "So, the little princess comes to challenge me," Selene said, her voice like the rustling of dry leaves. "You think you can undo what I have done? Your kingdom belongs to the shadows now, and you are powerless against me."
Aurelia stood tall, her heart as bright as ever. "I don't believe in power born from hatred, Selene. I know you were once kind, once a protector. You've let the darkness consume you, but I believe there is still light in you." Selene scoffed. "You know nothing of my pain. I was betrayed by those I loved. I was cast aside, abandoned in my greatest hour of need. I am stronger than I've ever been, and I will not let anyone take that away from me." Aurelia's voice softened. "I understand your pain. I know what it feels like to lose trust, to feel alone. But carrying that pain in your heart will only burn you. It's not too late, Selene. You don't have to let the shadows control you. You can let go of the darkness." For a moment, Selene faltered. Her eyes, once filled with rage, softened for a brief instant. But then, as if a storm surged inside her, the shadows around her grew more intense, and she raised her hands, calling upon the magic of the night. "You are naive, Aurelia. The darkness is all I have now." But Aurelia stepped forward, unafraid, her hands glowing with the light of the sun. "Light cannot be taken away. It is within every heart, no matter how dark the world becomes. And I will always choose the light." As Aurelia spoke, a brilliant golden light surged from her, filling the castle and dispelling the shadows. The magic of the sun clashed with the dark storms Selene had summoned, and for the first time, the enchantress hesitated. The shadows trembled, then began to fade, drawn into the light Aurelia carried within her. Selene's eyes widened, her power slipping away. The pain and bitterness she had held onto for so long began to dissolve, and in its place, a new feeling grew, something she hadn't known in years: hope. I never thought I could feel this again, Celine whispered, her voice breaking. The light. It's not gone. It's still here. I was wrong. Aurelia smiled gently. It's never too late, Celine. You can find your way back. We all can. With a final breath, Celine let go of her magic, and the curse over Astraia was lifted. The sun broke through the clouds, casting its golden rays upon the land once more. The flowers bloomed, the rivers flowed, and the people of Astraia cheered as the light returned to their kingdom. From that day forward, Celine no longer dwelled in the shadows. She chose to use her powers to protect the kingdom, and she became a trusted advisor to Aurelia, who forgave her not out of duty, but out of love and understanding. Aurelia ruled over Astraia with wisdom and compassion, knowing that the true strength of a ruler lies not in power, but in the ability to forgive and bring healing to those who are lost. Moral of the story: no one is beyond redemption. Even in the deepest darkness, the light can still be found. Aurelia's compassion and her unwavering belief in Celine's goodness helped the Enchantress find her way back to the light.
Subscribe to my channel.